investing in cryptocurrencies. Which kind of tools of analysis is the industry using in September and autumn of 2017 to understand, anticipate, and forecast what would be the evolution of the cryptocurrency market in 2017? As the community gets together, many of them believe that it's going to be the downfall of Ethereum, the second largest and most important cryptocurrencies. They have three reasons to believe that. One of them, probably the most important one, is China, the central bank of China banning ICOs, initial coin offerings. This leads to the perception that the United States within SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, and the British government within the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority, would eventually impose larger capital controls within the cryptocurrency market, creating a vacuum that would create migration from large, big nation states into smaller jurisdictions like Estonia, Switzerland, Singapore, or New Zealand, or Malta itself. Another perception that is happening is that the first transnational corporation, Burger King, created WhiteCoin, but they didn't build it on top of Ethereum, they built it on top of Waves, a different cryptocurrency. This might make some people believe that Ethereum is getting larger and larger competition because of its scalability problem. And other cryptocurrencies, such as Neo, EOS, NEM, Lisk, or some other platforms similar to Ethereum, would try to go into with transnational corporations like Amazon, Google, Facebook, to tell them that they have a different token, that they have a different system, better and more scalable to compete against Ethereum. There's a third reason to believe this, which is the evolution of the centralization of political figures. One of the biggest examples is John McAfee and its capital investment firm called MGT. They have massive mining machines, very important, very powerful, but this leads to the centralization of fewer actors. Doesn't matter within the libertarians, free markets, anarcho-capitalist views that these people might have or might not have. It leads to the centralization of fewer ideas, of more ideas, but with fewer people. And these fewer people have larger opportunity to influence within the market, which makes it more leading towards centralization. If you believe this, you have to step back. You need to step back and see two possible scenarios and analyze the pros and cons of each one of them. The first one, it is the evolution of absolute decentralization. You would be using cryptocurrencies similar to Bitcoin, to Monero, wallets like Xapo, EOS, or Bitnation model itself that are very, very resilient toward government intervention, controls, taxation, digital identity, unlinked to the body, and that would lead more towards radical decentralization. The opposite side, it would be about WhiteCoins. Two very large examples is DasCoin and JADA, and itself the Ethereum Foundation. Within this, let's analyze what is the experience of Vitalik Buterin, that for example he met and he had very large experience with the dictator Vladimir Putin. Would the Ethereum Foundation be more crony, pro-government, pro-regulation, pro-statist, or would it rebel against the system? The belief is that Ethereum is more leaning towards centralization. For this, there's going to be large, some think tanks and lobbying organizations that are going to defend your Bitcoin here in the United Kingdom. You can look at about the Institute of Economic Affairs, the Adam Smith Institute, the Taxpayers Alliance, or itself the Consumer Center Choice with lobbyists in Brussels. Those people would protect your cryptocurrencies. The last important thing to mention is that there's a disproportionate number of cryptocurrencies that are happening at the moment. In July itself, $665 million were raised out of 34 ICOs. 34 cryptocurrencies were being built. Within the United Kingdom, there are two of them that are very relevant for you to keep in mind. Serratio, which would lead towards identity politics, at LAT Tokens, which has a very strong management and consulting team. Thank you very much. My name is Julio Alejandro, and I am the Director and CEO of JADA Consulting, Cryptocurrencies and Blockchain Development. Thank you very much for listening. Subscribe to our channel.